Going to show you how to enter contracts into your licensee fields. So basically, when you have a licensee, your goal is to have a contract and hopefully then addendums for different deals. But you want to click on the contract tab. I'm already in the Towels Are Us licensee, which we created when we learned how to create licensees. And basically, to create a new contract, you just click the plus sign, and it will pop up a calendar, and it'll automatically prompt you to say, oh, today, did you do the contract today? And if that is the case, you can just hit enter, or you can scroll through the months and say, okay, we did it on September 20th. Then your term, it will automatically save any terms that you have entered for past contracts, just so it's easy. So just say 2 years. A notification date, that is basically a date like when do you need to touch base about this contract again. If a contract auto renews, like say if in this contract it says in 2 years this contract will auto renew for another year unless one party gives notice 60 days before the renewal date. That means if you forget to review the contract and decide if you want to continue with it or make any changes by July 20th, you're going to be stuck with the same contract for the next year. Might be fine, might not be. It's always good to have a choice. So you're going to enter, what I usually do is if the notification date is 60 days, I do at least 90 days before that. So I would put in 6/20/2013. Because then what happens, and then the renewal date would basically be, if you don't want to use the calendar, you just click again and it lets you type in. The renewal date would be 2013. Renewal or expiration, either way. But entering these numbers under contract, if you go back to home, you're going to see on the list, it gives you a list and it's going to have the closest notification date that there is. So every time you log in, you're going to look at this and say, oh, okay, I need to pay attention to this contract and decide what I want to do. I guess I did one and never entered anything. Anyway, so back to this contract. So that's where you want to do what you want to do with notification dates and renewal dates. It's kind of like a reminder, like tying a piece of string around your finger. Rates and notes, this is where you can enter any kind of data that you want, like 5% royalty, 3% for club, whatever the details of your contract. Then we have another section for more notes, whatever you want to have in this database so that you don't have to go through your files and read through the whole contract, just what you need to know at a glance. And then if you wanted to, you could even attach the document, a Word document or a picture, by right-clicking, you can insert the file. So that is how you enter contracts that are associated with the licensees.